spot. It's cold and bright. You got how much snow would you say that is? It's not a half inch? I don't know. How much do you think that is? All of that. So let's see how the heater held up. See if that's still cranking or not. And look at that. It is. It is nice and toasty in here. The pipes are good. That heater, yep. That was good. I'll turn that light off. We don't need that now. But that is great. That did what it was supposed to do. The sun is shining on day 5 as we head from the Enchanted Trails RV Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico to the Verde Valley Resort and Campground in Cottonwood, Arizona, and then to our final destination in Long Beach, California.
Maybe good? Okay. Alright, yeah, you can hear the thumbs up. On. You guys have noticed that it's icy and snowy, and this car went off the tracks here, or the road. California plates. What do you say? What does everyone say always about California drivers and stuff? And there's someone that they're giving some thumbs up.
As this inaugural journey comes to an end, it's allowed me to think about what life is going to be like on the road. On this trip, we spent most of the time on the road, one night per spot, then moving on. But when going full time, I'll be able to stay at a place for a week or two, or maybe even longer. It's the right amount of time to travel and not feel rushed and still be able to take in some of the charm of the destination. If you recall the last video, and I'll link it at the top of the screen here, you can check it out if you haven't seen it, I mentioned we stopped at a Sonic drive-in for a burger since Paul's never had it. So you'll also remember I mentioned we didn't have any video because it was such a unique circumstance, but I was able to find this as it turns out. Yep, that's us, standing in the freezing cold in a parking space, waiting for someone to answer the red button. We arrived at the Thousand Trails Verde Valley RV Resort with no issues at all. The staff was fantastic, the check-in process was simple, and we found this great spot with some really nice neighbors. Now, seeing as this is the 5th time of setting up the rig in the past 5 days, I got the hang of it pretty quickly, and this time I was under some time pressure. Why? Well, the answer to that is right on the other side of this barbed wire fence that we crossed. Okay. So, you might be wondering, what are we doing that causes us to hop a barbed wire fence into this little maintenance service road? For whatever reason. Well, there's a good explanation, just hang tight. It'll all make sense in a second. Good morning. It's the last day. We will be in Long Beach by the end of the night, hopefully, if all goes well.
Turn left, then take the second left.
There's a saying, when you're in California, you go to In-N-Out. And when you're in Texas, or in this case Arizona, you go to Whataburger. So that's just what we did. Paul wanted to eat at a Whataburger. It just so happens there was one in Avondale, so it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, but, you know, If it weren't supposed to be for breakfast, it wouldn't be open 24 hours. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Whataburger, Sonic, wineries. You're not exactly eating and drinking very healthy now there, are you, Stuart? And all I can say to you is, yep, and this will not change.
Oh, that was easy.
Your text all over.
I'm actually on break. Just come on through.
I was excited to get home, and Paul was too, and he found a way to occupy himself for the last part of the journey.
Thanks for taking care of it.
Wow, I should have never given you that. Just kind of goes all the way around.
From here?
There's an effective one. Just like right here, and then just bring it all the way around here. Like pull the camera. No, this way. The camera's like that.
Yeah.
And then just do a sweeping motion all the way through, like a 180.
Okay.
And just 2 hours after leaving Morongo, we arrived home to Long Beach, California. We did it.
We made it.
We made it.
2,000 miles or something.
Yeah. I'll do the exact numbers and put them up on the screen, but no issues. Okay, so one thing I predicted at the beginning of the trip, we took a wager.
We didn't get pulled over.
We didn't get pulled over. Not once. We did pass a couple cop cars though, and they just didn't seem to care. We went through the ag inspection.
Yeah.
And the state checkpoints, they didn't care. They just waved us through.
Yeah.
So, so that worked out. Cheers, Paul. Thank you for coming with me.
Yeah, thanks.
I appreciate
I
your.
ran out of wine. So.
Oh, that's just wrong. At the end of this 6-day, 2,000 mile journey.
Yeah.
So now we're waiting for what?
Just to get some energy to do something.